Hey guys, promise there's a point to the song. Promise. Hold on, let me share this out real quick. And it's not a depressing reason. Kind of cool. We'll get into it in a second. But I'll let you listen to the music in the meantime. Good song. So obviously I'm 80s, 90s kid. But yeah, we'll turn it off. So, hey moms, guess what? You're doing it right. I know that we, as moms especially, like, I'm gonna pull this up so I can see comments because I cannot see what's going on here because you're kind of far away. Okay, so we tend to really just kind of pick ourselves apart, and everything we do with our kids and with our family or whatever feels like you're doing it wrong. I just, especially when you're going through some hard times or going through whatever it is, you've gotten divorced, you've been in an abusive situation, you've gotten sick, you've been put on disability, you've something that's brought you down, you start feeling like you're not the parent that you are supposed to be, that you could be doing it so much better. But guess what? You're doing it right. And my daughter reminded me of that just the other day. I called her, and she was like, "We were just talking about you." And I was like, "Oh Lord, I hope it was good." And she said, "No, it was. I was showing Clayton the Boulevard of Broken Dreams and Oasis, Green Day and Oasis mashup." And he was like, "This is a cool song. Where'd you find this?" And she was like, "My mom. I got my good taste of music from my mom. She showed it to me when I was a kid. I used to love this song." Well, okay, mind you, half of her life I was in like the darkest spot that I've ever been. Just completely down on myself, completely feeling worthless and had no value. I distinctly remember thinking several times maybe she'd be better off if she was, if somebody else was raising her. Maybe I'm not what she needs. If she needs more than just me, I would go to work and then I would stay in bed. That's what I remember. That's my memories, is like the bad times of the abusive situation, the divorce from her dad, and it being just me, and he kind of like faded out, and then the abusive situation, and then me going into this deep depression, and then I got sick, and a lot of her life she spent sick, and I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't a good enough mom. And she called and she told me that about the song. Okay, so that started it all off, and I got to thinking, and I was like, so that's what I remember about her growing up. Now Charlie's a different story. When she came to be, I was starting to get into a better place. But Taylor was raised with me being in a really, really dark spot. Here's what Taylor remembers. Taylor remembers me getting up at 3 in the morning and baking her a strawberry cake, decorating it as strawberry shortcake, and giving it to her when she first woke up on her 5th birthday. And she still talks about it. She remembers dancing in the kitchen. She remembers me teaching her how to dance in the living room and goofing off. And she remembers me being in bed, but she remembers curling up in bed beside me and watching a movie or reading a book. She remembers the songs. She credits me for her amazing sense of humor, which, I mean, come on. Of course it came from me. She actually asked me one time when she was like 6 if I had to read a book to learn how to be funny, and it was so sweet. She remembers, and she's passing these traditions on to her new family. She remembers Christmas Eve and always getting a pair of Christmas pajamas, a movie, and like some popcorn and hot chocolate gift wrapped. And she got to open one gift on Christmas Eve, and that's what it was. She knew it was coming, but she was excited every year. And we'd spend Christmas Eve together, and we'd watch a Christmas movie and eat popcorn and drink hot chocolate and just do like the Christmas Eve thing. That was our tradition. And she remembers me getting up and making heart-shaped pancakes for Valentine's Day. She remembers those things. That's the stuff she remembers and that she's passing on. She's taken on baking because she refuses to get a store-bought cake for her birthday. She just will not do it. She won't let me do it. Because I would always make her a cake. She remembers me going to all of her practices, all of her softball practices. I remember me going too, but I remember sitting there and feeling like I was being judged and looking behind my shoulder the whole time because I was nervous and I was like PTSD type stuff and feeling like I was being judged because I was a single mom in West Plano and I was barely making it and I was living with family and she doesn't remember that. She just remembers me being out there helping her with pitching or batting practice in the afternoons when she got home from school, or me going to her games or being there. She remembers cupcake wars and our traditional face plant into the icing for her birthday. She does that to her little sister now. She's telling me all these things that she wants to do for her family that she got from me. And all the while, I thought I was a horrible mom. I thought she deserved better. So, breakdown of this message is basically quit being your own worst critic. All your kids need is you. They need you to love them. They remember the good times. Just ensure we all blame our parents for everything bad too, but they remember the good stuff. Be there for your kids. Love them. That's what they need. They don't need the big fancy house. They don't. I mean, sure, yeah, that's nice, but that's not the stuff that matters to them. It's you being there, even if you're depressed or feeling bad or whatever. You're still doing stuff with your kids, whether you realize it or not, that leave a lifetime impression on them that they carry on and talk about. And planning this wedding has really brought up a lot of that stuff. Her planning, a family of her own has brought up a lot of the stuff that I never thought I was any good at. And so I just wanted other people to know. I mean, you aren't, in the eyes of your children, even if they, hate you sometimes. Taylor, I was so excited the first time she said she hated me because I knew I was doing something right. But, because you're not their best friend. But, so there's going to be times they get mad at you. But when they grow up, when they get bigger and they grow up and they start adulting, they're going to thank you for it. She thanks me all the time. So does her fiance for making herself like independent, self motivating, and she knows how. She's not afraid to. She's not gonna do this route, or she's not gonna know how to boil water, or do her laundry, or take care of her husband, or take care of herself. She knows she is. She's very self-sufficient, and she's grateful for that, and she is trying to carry on some of the traditions that I passed on that I didn't even realize I was doing. So that was the point of the whole song at the beginning. Was what kicked off that conversation I had with her, was her telling me that she showed Clayton the Green Day and Oasis mashup, and she said that I showed it to her, or I used to listen to it all the time. And I did, and that used to be kind of my saying, you know, the whole Boulevard of Broken Dreams thing is I walk alone, because I did, but I got okay with it. It's no longer like trying to, you know, a depressing song to me. It's a fun one. I love that song. I love the 90s music, and it's kind of crazy because it's two songs, literally two different lyrics, same song. If you listen to it, just type it into YouTube and put Green Day and Oasis mashup, you'll realize those are the same. Wonderwall and Boulevard of Broken Dreams are the same song, same lyric. I mean, not lyrics, same song, different lyrics. They go perfectly together. It's crazy. Anyway, so that came up, and we started talking about different things that happened throughout her childhood, and all of it was good stuff. She didn't remember any of the bad stuff. So, you're doing it right. Just keep on doing what you're doing. They just need you to love them and be there and be their biggest fans. But in order to do that, you need to take care of yourself as well. That is an absolute must. That is something that I made the biggest mistake on, is not taking care of myself, so that when she got okay, I was still kind of a mess, and not crazy wise, but just like I hadn't come to grips with a lot of things that she had, because I put that focus on her, and I needed to do that for myself a long time ago. And I'm doing it now, going through the process, and it's good. It's great. So really, that is my message to people: is take care of you, make sure you're okay, and you can help your kids a lot more, and you don't have to take 13, 14, 15 years to get there like I did. We can speed up the process. I'd love to help you speed up that process. Anyway, so I'm gonna put my links on the top of this for my fan page, and then our private community for You're More Than Beautiful. Feel free to join or click on the fan page to kind of get more of this kind of stuff. I'm going to start trying to transition over there more. And do you have a website up? It's still kind of under construction, but it's there, and it's got some blogs, and you can subscribe to my newsletter, that kind of thing. I will put that in the description as well, so y'all are, or no, I'll put that in the comments, so y'all are able to get to that. Anyway, have a fabulous day, or rest of your evening. Love on your kids, love on yourself, and as always, love you. Have a great one.